Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the latest edition of No Fouls Given, presented by PrizePicks, of course. Download the PrizePicks app today. Use the promo code NFG at sign out. You get a nice little promo as gifted from us. Joined, as always, by my guy, Danny Green, in the building, three-time NBA champion, Long Island's own. Paul is actually out today. He's under the weather. We're wishing him a speedy recovery. I'm sure he'll be back for the next show. But we got a dope show in store for you guys, so let's get right into it, Danny. Yeah. OKC is struggling, y'all. They're 8-5 since January, and more importantly, as Danny was pointing out before the show, it's kind of the teams that they're losing to. It's like Phoenix, lose by 30 to Charlotte, lose to Miami on the road, the lowly Indiana Pacers, and now Toronto, who's having a good season, but like losing to Toronto.
Boys, you know what I'm saying? Hook your boy up.
I didn't even notice he was rocking the fog. Essentials, Toronto. But yeah, I don't know. What do you make of this quote unquote rough patch? And I hesitate to say that only, Danny, because we just watched the Knicks go 3-9.
Yeah.
And like rightfully so, people are panicking. OKC goes 8-5, and we're like, whoa, what the hell's going on here?
Yeah. That's because they started out 24-1.
Yeah.
But is it? I'm starting to think it's just fatigue, man, mentally. Again, winning a championship is very hard. The second year is even harder, bro, because like the target is on your back. Just having a shorter summer. Like I'm sure some of them played for their respective countries. Like I think Shea probably like I don't know how they do it, play all year round. Like Luka's doing Slovenia, Canada, Team Canada. So I'm sure there's some mental and physical fatigue. So a lot of these teams are very much in dire need of all-star break. But are they starting to get bored with the process? Like, that's kind of the vibe I'm getting. Even with the Knicks, the same. You know what I'm saying? It's like, we know we're good. We ain't tripping. I feel like they rested. They tried to rest guys that Indiana game. I think they did the same in this Toronto game and thought they would just, win because they got SGA out there. J-Dub is still trying to find his rhythm. Yeah. Chet, it's very up and down. These are games you should still win with not a full roster if you're OKC. So I'm not concerned, but I am a little like, y'all need to put it in gear. You know what I'm saying? Like, finish off before All-Star break, finish off the last couple weeks and get your mind right. Because you're supposed to show, like, you've shown the maturity to start the season. You got to keep going. Like, you can't just, same with the Knicks, you can't just turn it on when you feel like it.
Yeah, it's tough for me with OKC because the last two series teams that they played, being Cleveland and Houston, especially that Houston game, because I watched both of those games, it felt like they kind of turned on a gear in that third quarter against Houston. It's like, all right, this is a team that kind of knows what they're capable of and kind of has that in their tank where even against teams as serious, we think Houston is a really good team, contender type of team. We've all thought Cleveland coming into the season had as good a chance as anybody in the East to go to the finals. And so when they play against those teams and they just beat them up by a combined 50 points, I'm like, all right, OKC's fine. But I do think there's something to it. Maybe I'm wrong. You could tell me as a former player. Everybody else, you talk about the target on your back and how it manifests itself. Like, I remember the playoffs last year. If you're at home watching the playoffs and you play that What a Girl Wants or whatever commercial where they were, like, dressed like each other, hitting Chad. Yeah. It was like every other commercial was that commercial.
AT&T commercial or whatever it was.
Then Converse is plastering Shea's face all over the place, and he's got the Netflix show, and it's like I could imagine guys sitting at home being like, yo, I'm sick of these dudes. I can't wait to play these guys.
You already know that's coming, though. They knew that, and they made statements the first 2 months. You know what I'm saying? December took a hit, and now January, it's I'm going to say looking shaky, but it's not looking as good as it started. But, yeah, bro, like, night in, night out, you're going to get everybody's best shot, bro. And that's just, even with big market teams. New York's going to get it.
Oh, yeah.
Lakers going to get it. Boston, you know what I'm saying? Like, you're going to get every team, unless it said, well, Boston, I guess people I think they slept on them early on, didn't think they were going to be good. But big market teams and teams that won a championship, you better believe it's going to be that much harder the next year following. Same with, like, rookies coming in. Like, it's the best time for you to kind of get your shit off. You know what I'm saying? Because nobody knows the real scout report on you yet.
Yeah, right.
It's harder to do it, what you do, year 3 and 4. Obviously, you want to get better at it, but people now know what you can do, and they're going to play you to your weaknesses.
Yeah, I think with OKC, again, there was always like a lot of chatter about, dynasty for 10 years, blah, blah, blah. They're going to be unstoppable. I'm like, guys, like, they're going to be right there every single year amongst the favorites. I'm not doubting that, but this idea that they're just going to cakewalk for the rest of their lives to championships as if these aren't the best athletes and coaches, the best minds in basketball in the world, dedicating themselves every day to beating these guys, you know, I think there's something to pay attention to.
I want to ask your prediction of what you think Paul would say about OKC.
I think Paul would be like, they won the championship last year. They're a young group, and it's not hard to see why they might be inconsistent sometimes.
I think Truth would say, you know, they're good, but I think they should make a trade. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
they need to go out there and get Giannis.
Hey,
you know, they're showing me they ain't trustworthy. You know, Chet ain't trustworthy. J-Dub, you know what I'm saying? They're not doing it. Shout out to Truth, but I think
this is the best Truth impression.
Truth is gonna be like, yo, they're not showing me enough. They need to make a move. You know, they either get Trey Murphy or somebody like that. I wouldn't panic. But I could see Truth saying, you know, it's time to get Giannis, you know what I'm saying? Or you know what I'm saying, trying to make some type of small moves, but I don't think they need to.
And we've talked about this before. I'm on the record. I think they should be trying to upgrade. I don't think they should be
your Trey Murphy pick.
Complacent because they have so many things to offer to teams. So
I just don't think they need to rush into that. I think they could do that at the end of the season.
Right. I mean, see again, like to me, it's not a rush when you're right there. Because, like, next year, God forbid, J-Dub or Shea could tear an ACL or, you know, break their leg like Paul George did one year. Like, you never know.
For sure.
No championship is a given, right? And so I think once you're right there, you got to kind of be aggressive. But another thing I wanted to say, too, is that we all kind of thought that they were probably on their way to breaking the Warriors' record.
Yeah.
And seeing this happen to OKC the way that it has, it kind of reminds me of how insane that
that's how hard
73-9 season.
Chicago
you played against that team.
We had 67 wins that year.
Insane.
It went under the
radar.
I honestly forgot about this. Somebody told me. I was like, oh shit, we did win 67.
Which again, like probably one of in the top 10 of winningest seasons in the history of the league.
I mean, 6 games behind them. It's getting what Chicago's done, with Golden State's done.
To get to the 70s is nuts.
It's nuts. And when you look at that roster now, you're like, how the hell did they do it? But I was like, you just had to be there. Because I saw it on the wall. I did a workout before I retired with Golden State. It's probably like my last workout. I was like, let me see if I can give it a go. I did a little mini camp thing. And they do a lot of non-dribbling, screening and shit. And I'm like, I'm a system guy. This shit is hard to do.
That's crazy.
And you know, Pods was hooping. I'm like, this nigga's nice. He about to have a hell of a year this year.
Got you.
But looking at the wall, I'm like, damn, that's a 73-9 team right there. I'm like, the fuck? I'm like, these,
like,
you know what I'm saying? Like Mo Spades and like, I mean, I'm saying it's like, you know, Barbosa. I'm like, some people that I had never seen him play, they're like, yo, Steph and Clay did it with these dudes. I'm like,
bro,
them niggas was nice down that time. Like, you just had to be there. Sean Livingston, Barbosa, HB. I'm like, Iggy. I'm like, yo, they had some pieces. And off the bench, like I said, off the bench, they had guys that were getting buckets. So I'm like, and they just had a great system. And I'm just like, damn, they really did that, bro. 73 wins is incredible.
It's an incredible accomplishment. And, you know, just to get back to the Chicago Bulls, so 95-96, they go 72-10. The next year, they go 69-13, which is just, again, like.
You forget that. It's like they still had amazing seasons, but they go under the rug a little bit because of how great.
72-10, I remember as a kid just looking at the Daily News and I would just look at the record and just be like, that is so crazy.
They only lost 10 games? Like, how the fuck they only lose 10
so
games?
Crazy. And so I just wanted to shout out the Bulls and the Warriors for being the only teams to ever win 70-plus games, because just over the course of 82-game season, the amount of focus and good injury luck and all of that stuff that it takes to reel off that many victories. Again, these are the best players in the world, the best basketball minds in the world, dedicating themselves to beat your ass every night, and you just dominate.
And you better believe they did it even with it, because during the season there's always injuries. So if you to win those games with injuries and not guys playing every game, says a lot about your group. Like, a lot of credit I know they give to the top-heavy guys of the group, but like those other pieces, like
that's a team.
Bill Wennington, you know what I'm saying? Like, those guys are very much
Scotty Burrell, you know, all of those guys. Yeah.
So they're a big part of that accomplishment. So
yeah, we're paying attention to OKC, but we're not too worried about it. Let's get into our Kuminga update. So we talked about him getting an injury in his last game. It's been diagnosed as a bone bruise in his left knee and will be reevaluated in the coming days, which makes me think it's not that serious. Okay. No ligament damage, etc. That's what the team announced on Sunday. No recovery timetable has yet been established.
He's
but again,
young. At most a week,
yeah.
I'd say. Luckily, they postponed the game.
Yeah, so
today.
even more
time to recover, which helps the Warriors. But like, if you're him, do you milk this?
If you want to leave, I don't see how that's a good idea for you.
Fuck him.
No, I'm just saying. Like, I think you want to put more good tape out there. Get teams excited.
Definitely, but some guys be like, yo, F them, man. I don't need to help
you. I hear you.
I already shown enough 20 and 21 minutes.
I hear you.
10 and 9 minutes, you know what I'm saying?
I think he probably needs to put some more tape out there.
But it's like, I'm not in a rush for y'all. Maybe. I know y'all need the help, but I'm going to take
it kind of feels like he's finally in a leverage position in terms of Jimmy Butler being down, a guy that plays this exact same position. But who knows? I mean, the situation is so toxic.
I know he just wants to hoop, man. You're a young kid, you just want to get out there and hoop. So
I think you want to show people,
what you can do.
That you do have value in this league. And, man, like, I think the Kuminga thing is still one of the biggest stories as the trade deadline is upcoming. February 6th being the trade deadline. Crazy, that's my birthday. The trade deadline lands on my birthday, which is hilarious.
It's the day before Wifey's birthday. Wifey's birthday is the 7th.
That's awesome.
I got to fucking do some shit. Reminds me.
And I wanted to ask you, are there any big trades out there that you're thinking that still could be out there? I know people are fatigued with the trade talk, but it's like we're in that season, that time of year.
I feel like because the last couple of years have been so much movement, it's never not trade season. There's always going to be talks about it because we've seen big names get traded randomly. Obviously, Luka was the last one. But, we've seen KD a couple times happen, just putting things in a frenzy. Giannis, they're talking about Giannis. I don't see the Knicks making moves, but, they're talking about exploring Cat at one point.
I've heard people suggest the Knicks should salary dump Cat, which I think is nuts.
Like, waive him?
No, not waive him, but just find a team that's just going to take the contract.
Don't
even worry about the value coming back for it.
That's crazy.
Which I think is nuts.
That's absolutely nuts.
Yeah.
Not smart people. To me, again, we talked about this. When there's a lot of noise, we feel like not much going to happen.
Yeah.
Mind you, I think the teams that are in runnings for Giannis don't need to rush. Like the Knicks don't need to, San Antonio or, like the teams that we have enough pieces to get him and keep where he want to go to win, they don't need to rush to get him right now. They can wait till the summertime possibly. But the only other teams or other people that I thought like storylines, Ja Morant, which seems to have turned.
Seems like that might be going the other way.
It has a different tune in how he's moving, and so is Memphis. They're trying to make that work. What other? LaMelo people talked about. Like
Charlotte seems to be having success.
They're doing well right now. They're hooping.
And success specifically with the lineups that are featuring Knipple, LaMelo, and Miller have been some of their most successful lineups. So it's like, it's not even just you're having success where, when Atlanta started having success and Trey was out.
Yeah.
It's like, no, they're having success and LaMelo's a part of the success that they're having, which I think makes it tougher.
Isn't Miles Bridges like one of the leading franchise scorers or some shit like that?
He's got to be up there for Charlotte.
Been there for a while. He's been playing and hooping well too. Like they have some guys playing well.
So I want to circle back to the Giannis thing because I happen to be watching that Bucks-Denver game, and
is it the same calf? It's the same calf, correct?
I think so.
Okay.
But before the calf, going into the fourth quarter, Giannis had took 6 shots in the whole game. And I watched that game. It felt like Giannis was quitting on those guys. That's what it felt like.
I spoke about
this particular Bucks team.
I spoke about this. I was on NBA Today talking about I'm looking at Giannis's attitude and see how
Giannis
would never quit. And I'm like,
guys,
shit.
6 shots on, like, we're not talking about the Drew Holiday, Chris Middleton.
Where there's other guys that can score.
Lopez days where it's just like, maybe we're dominating a team and Giannis didn't have to do it. With this team specifically, there is no other way.
Yeah.
So the idea that this, and then, the Nuggets, people at home, you might have missed this game and I would forgive you. The Nuggets didn't have Murray. They didn't have Gordon. They didn't have Brown. They didn't have Jokic. They didn't have Valanciunas.
Cam Johnson?
Cam Johnson didn't play. Bro, I think there's 6 best players didn't play. This was the Tim Hardaway
Philly
Jr.
situation,
game.
what they did against Philly, basically.
Yes.
What was the kid that had a game that had 8 threes against Philly? He had him a night. Damn, I can't think of his name.
Was it Strother?
No, like Carrington, something. Damn, I
forget the kid's name. But what I'm saying is, against that Bucks team, against that Nuggets team, for the Bucks to be down 18 to start the fourth quarter, 22 in the fourth quarter, and Giannis has 6 shots.
6 shots.
And then, again, people going to say, this is a conspiracy, blah, blah, blah. I'm not, I promise you I'm not doing a conspiracy thing. But he comes out, Danny, and he basically comes out with a...
Jalen Pickett.
Jalen Pickett.
Yeah.
He basically comes out with a self-diagnosis.
He said it before.
Immediately after the game.
Well, he's had enough strains.
Danny.
Listen, I'm with you, bro. I always play devil's advocate, but when he made when the injury happened, even both injuries, I'm like, how the fuck does that like the way it happened?
Bruh, he says, and then shouts to Jamal Collier from ESPN. This is in his story. He literally diagnosed himself after the game.
Before getting an MRI.
Quote, I'm going to work my butt off to come back. That'll be probably the end of February. Beginning of March, Hopefully the team will be in place that we can at least make the play-in or make the playoffs. Just take it day by day, try to get better. Danny.
He hadn't had an MRI yet.
No. 2, this team is 3 games out of the play-in. They're in 11th in the East right now. They've played at a 3-11 pace when Giannis hasn't played. Okay. So the idea that he's going to come back 5 weeks from now.
And then they're going to be in the
we know that's not what's going to happen.
They're going to shut you down for the season, bro. If you can't come back. If you can't come back within 2 to 3 weeks, if it's 4 to 6, you have no shot. And it depends, especially what that record looks like after that time, which I don't expect it to be very good. There's no reason to continue to, especially when you have multiple calf strains with the same calf, I'm assuming. Yeah,
and again,
it's curtains. They're dropping to 15th and he's 30th in the league. Like, they might be behind.
So Giannis is out, right?
Yeah.
He's out now, meaning Giannis doesn't have to do media availability anymore. So Shams puts out a report.
Everybody has to answer these questions for him now.
Yes, 100%. Not even just that, but Shams puts out a report that, quote, talks between the Bucks and Giannis have intensified. And I told y'all this was going to be the most exhausting superstar trade that's ever existed. This is now gotten past the Dwightmare for me.
I've seen some worse ones, man.
You seen some worse ones?
I've been a part of some worse. Shit, Ben Simmons and Philly, James Harden in Philly. Like, I was with Kawhi in San Antonio. Those took some time. Those took some time. So we'll see how long this one takes.
The Ben Simmons saga. Oh my God.
It took some time. Kawhi took some. James happened.
Clutch fired him in between the Ben Simmons saga.
They dropped him. Yeah, I think they dropped him.
Jeez.
But yeah, I said Kawhi thing took some time because his started around December-ish, and then reports came out like January, February, and then we had to wait till the end of the season. We're seeing if he's gonna hoop. Didn't play in the playoffs, and then it happened that summer. But took some time.
But it was a drawn-out situation.
It was drawn out. James kind of the same, the whole calling Daryl Morey a liar in China.
Oh man, that was great.
Had a bottle service with the.
I love that.
That was a summer, and then it happened that fall. Ben, again, it was after the playoffs where Doc had the statement. I don't think he took kind to it.
What was the statement?
They asked Doc if he was a championship point guard right now, and he said, "I don't know." I mean, which is fair to say. We hadn't won a championship.
It was just the truth. I don't know.
And then I think that the fact that there was rumblings of Philly exploring ideas of moving him.
Sure.
Came out to where it was like, nah, fuck that. I want to be traded. Like,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying?
That same
break up
way.
with you before you break up with me type scenario. So then he wanted to be traded, and then he didn't show up. We were going to go meet with him, fly out there to see him, and try to talk to him. He told him, don't waste your time. He communicated with like 1 or 2 guys on the team he was still cool with, like Shake Milton.
Milton.
And like somebody else. But everybody else, he treated us like we were front office. Like,
just incommunicado with everybody.
Yeah. It's like, nigga, we ain't doing that to you. We don't give a shit.
So crazy.
So he was like, don't come out here. He was out here in LA somewhere. So we had a plane ready. We didn't go on it. And yeah, bro, that took some time. He came back for a couple practices, got thrown out of practice purposely.
You was at the practice?
I was on the team.
Yeah.
He had his sweats on, phone in the pocket. You know what I'm saying? Did a couple drills. Doc was like, yo, come on in, bro. Like, Ben, again. He was like, nah, I'm good. Nah, Ben, we need you on. Nah, I'm good. All right, well, we'll get the fuck out there. Go home. You know what I'm saying? Like,
wow.
That simple. So that was.
So you've been a part of some
at
messy.
least James still participated.
Got you.
Like, he still, even though he wasn't traded, he still worked out on himself on his game, and he still participated in certain parts of practice, like maybe scrimmages and shit. Like, this is before I got waived, and then retirement shortly happened to that. But I was playing well because I was on his team. Like, shit, he was finding me.
Yeah.
I'm like, shit, we good. PJ was like, Nick back, James back. Like, we good. I'm sure Tuck was upset too. He had to go to came to Clippers and they didn't play him here. So he like, what the fuck? We was good over in Philly. You know what I'm saying? So I've been a part of some wild ones. So this one, hopefully it doesn't go that route. But I know what it's like to be a teammate in that locker room where you have to answer questions for that person day in and day. It's definitely a distraction. It's annoying. It's frustrating. But he seems like a guy that's going to be around the team and work. There's some guys that just ain't around at all. You don't see him, and you're just like, what the fuck? We don't know. And everybody's like, oh, you seen Joe? Nah, I haven't seen Joel. I haven't seen James. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I haven't seen those guys.
Ain't they assistant? Fucking ask the assistant.
Love that.
So, yeah.
So, we'll see, man. I still think there's going to be some stuff that happens. I feel like
the Lakers might make a move, bro.
I think so. I think a lot of teams that are consider themselves to be serious teams are going to make a move.
Golden State needs to make one. I say Golden State making one.
I mean,
I don't know if it's going to be Kuminga, but I feel like Golden State needs one. I feel like Lakers are going to make one. Everybody else, I don't know.
And I think when we get closer to the deadline, it's just the nature of deadlines. People feel like they could kind of lollygag until it's
right last day.
It's almost like you write your paper on the last day, you know? Like, I feel like that's what's happening with the trade deadline. Anyway, let's get into our favorite part of every single show, which are our picks of the night presented by PrizePicks. We got the Warriors at the Wolves, a rematch after the Warriors put the beat down on these fools.
They're supposed to play twice in this next week, right? But one of them games got postponed. Is that correct? So, but there's supposed to be 2 games back to back, right? Because
so it got moved to Monday.
Warriors in Minnesota for like 5 days.
Yeah, that's got to be
prayers
amazing.
up for the families, man. That's going through.
Prayers up to the people that lost their lives for sure.
It's very unfortunate, man. It's sad to see what's going on with our country and our government. I don't know all the details, but what I've seen, man, it's ugly, and I wish that upon nobody, not even my worst enemy or their family. Like, so prayers up to the families involved. And the city of Minnesota. I know y'all are going through it right now. Seems like a lot of shit that's like every time I'm thinking about it, there's always something that's happening in the backyard of Minnesota. Like when there's
that's what it feels like. I've seen the images just like everybody else. Obviously, I don't.
Some school shootings there.
Yeah, craziness.
Then what's the name? Didn't what's the name happen
there?
Yeah,
George Floyd was Minnesota. Yep, or St. Paul. One of them. It was in the Twin Cities.
God damn.
I just think I don't know. Our government doing this allegedly in our name. I just that's hard to fathom. Anyway, so let's get into our picks of the night. Yeah. Again, presented by the good folks over at PrizePicks. First up, Danny, Steph Curry, more or less than 28.5.
That's high, bro. He's been killing. I feel like one of these games is going to be he got a rest day, so he got a postponed game. I'm going to go more on this one.
A lot of R&R in Minneapolis with the snow and all of that. He's rested.
He ain't going nowhere.
He hasn't been anywhere.
Yeah, he's chilling. So
Room service, DoorDash.
I'm going to say more. Normally I would say less because I feel like Minnesota, it's cold as hell up there. They probably played some games before this postponed one. They have a decent defense over there.
Mm-hmm.
And teams are playing him, defending him and them differently, especially without everybody else to help. It's all Steph.
Steph, yeah.
And if Kuminga's not playing, it's going to even be harder. But I feel like one of these games, he's still gonna get 30.
I'm gonna go more for Steph. I just think Jimmy's gone. Steph has no quit in him. He knows it's just literally on him to get buckets for this team, and he's gonna go out and do it. And Edwards more or less than 30.5.
Oh, he always giving them buckets, bro. The shit they was giving him draft day.
Oh yes,
I think he makes it a point.
Steve Kerr.
Yeah, he gonna get more. I'm gonna go more for Ant.
Okay, next up, I'm gonna go Julius Randle, more or less than 21.5 points.
I like more for Juju in this because I don't feel like Golden State had any bigs that can really guard him. 4s or 5s, you know what I'm saying, that can.
I think Draymond has traditionally done a really good job on him, but I bet you he'd probably be dealing with Rudy Gobert, to be honest.
Yeah. So yeah, again, I'm
Trying
outside
to keep him
outside
off
of
the boards.
Draymond. I don't see.
Yeah, it's tough
Because I feel like Draymond's assignment is gonna have to be Rudy.
Yeah, because
He ain't gonna bully Julius.
No, it's not, and it's not just that. Like if you put somebody else on Rudy Gobert, you're gonna get killed on the boards. You just are.
So yeah, I'll go more for him. I'll go more for Juju.
I'm gonna go less. I could just see the love being spread out a little bit more. Less than 21.5. And last but not least, Brandon Pajemski, more or less than 14.5.
I'm gonna go less. He's coming off the bench right now. He's been playing well with the bench, but I'm gonna go less.
I'm gonna go more. I just think Golden State is starved for scoring, and this guy is gonna put him up. If it's one thing Pajemski's gonna do,
they in a system now. He was a part of that Kuminga situation where like you guys are kind of out. He was starting.
Yeah,
they scaled him. Reel his ass back in.
For sure.
So the big game is almost here, and there's no better way to cash in during America's biggest sporting event than PrizePicks, where it always feels good to be right. And since the big game is right around the corner, that also means it's your last chance to get into football action before next season. So close the season out right with PrizePicks by getting $50 instantly in lineups when you play your first $5.
Football playoffs have been epic so far. How about New England and Drake May, baby? And can't forget about Sam Darnold and what he's been doing in Seattle.
And you know what's even better? We can build lineups for both football playoffs and basketball games. Drake May, more. Sam Darnold, more. And Luka Doncic threes, points, more.
New feature alert, PrizePicks now has early payouts. If your player gets off to a hot start, you now have the option to cash out those winnings before the game even finishes. It's go time.
And you can find your community on PrizePicks. With the new social feeds feature, you can share your PrizePicks with your friends and copy lineups from winners with a single click. Copy lineups you like or use them as inspiration for your own picks. You can even follow PrizePicks partners like us and tailor fade our picks with just one click.
PrizePicks is so simple to play. Just download the PrizePicks apps today and use code NFG to get $50 in lineups after you play your first $5 lineup. That's code NFG to get $50 in lineups after you play your first $5 lineup. PrizePicks. It's good to be right.
All right, let's get into the reemergence of your guy.
Hooping, bruh.
JoJo Embiid. He's been killing 30-plus points in 4 straight games, including 38 against the New York Knicks.
That's the impressive thing. Played 46 minutes overtime and then playing minutes like against the Knicks. Like I wasn't sure if he's going. I thought he might have sat out, but he's playing. He's playing a lot of minutes as well, man. His body looked like it's holding up. Got a nice little explosive dunk down the lane too. Because I thought he lost his explosion.
Yeah,
but he had a couple. You know what I'm saying? Moves. Where it
feels like he's more confident in like getting up, his body, landing, being explosive.
Yeah. So.
The Sixers, they lost to the Knicks 112-109. They dipped to 24-20 on the season. New York improved to 27-18. How optimistic are you though about what you've been seeing from Joel?
Right now, I'm very optimistic.
Okay.
But they have to play this right. And I think Philly could be a sleeper in the East. If he's playing like this and he stays well, for some odd reason, I feel like there's always something that happens to him right before the playoffs. Like, you look at the history, he broke a nose, face.
Yeah.
Even when I was playing with him, he broke his nose in Toronto. We went to Miami first 2 games. We had to play without him. Or it's a finger or some shit like that. So I like that they're picking up the minutes right now. I want to see him play, like, some good heavy minutes in March. But toward the end of March, April, I feel like you got to kind of just, like, keep them fresh. You know what I'm saying? Limit. Don't have him playing 30, 40 minutes during that time.
At the same time, doesn't he have to, like, ramp up and get warm, you know? Like, because in the
Once
playoffs,
he shows that he can do it.
the tendency is going to be to not take him off the court, you know?
They're used to playing without him so much now, it's okay.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? If he
No,
can
I'm
give
just
you,
talking about for Joel,
For
not
sure.
the team. Just for Joel.
both.
Like, should he be playing, like, say, 31 minutes a night right now? Or 32, 33? Like, when inevitably we know in the playoffs, they're going to push it to 39, 40.
It's going to be like 36. Yeah, it's going to be like 35.
Okay.
I think a healthy area for him right now is 30. He played heavy ones, but I think you keep it at 30, ramp it up some games. In March, give him a 35, 36. Like, end of March, keep it cool. And then, like, the last 2 games to make sure he's in shape. Like, the last week, give him, like, 3 games of, like, all right, we're going to give you, like, 35 minutes so that he's ready for it. But even in the playoffs, they should be good enough with Maxey, Edgecombe, Grimes, Kelly Oubre is back now, like, to have him off the floor for at least, 15 minutes.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, he can play 34, 35. Like,
Yeah, I think for me with Joel, I agree with you in the sense that it's the minutes uptick, him being comfortable with that minutes uptick, more so than the scoring, because we all know Joel can score with the best of them. I don't think that's not even a question to me. Like, in terms of his craft and his skill and just he just has incredible ability. He's been showing that throughout his entire career, whether it be the range, whether it be the post moves, the ability to draw contact, like, he has the whole package scoring.
Yeah.
To me, it's just the movement.
Yeah.
And because when Joel was at his very, very best, he was just impossible to score on in the paint. Yeah. Like, guys just did not want to go down there and challenge him. He was never like the best, play out in space guy.
Nah, he showed it against that Houston game. Like, he was getting to body and bully, good left hand, right, making moves. He looked good, bro, and I'm impressed. He's even able to. Scoring is not the question. He could do that even without he's so crafty and smart. He knows how to score even without his move. Like, he's gonna draw guys foul trouble. He can still shoot. He still has touch. But once he gets his movement back, then it's trouble. Now he's starting to get a little wiggle back. And, Philly.
You mentioned them being contenders.
Yeah.
You think they're contenders to get out the East? And I think on talent, honestly.
I think they can get to the Eastern Conference Finals if he stays healthy.
I'm with you on talent. It just feels impossible that for 2 straight rounds, like, him and Paul George are going to have to play a lot of minutes.
I don't think PG has to.
You think PG could just be a spectator?
PG showed me he's playing a really good role. He's also being like,
no, I'm not saying he has to take over, but he has to play though.
You have Oubre, you have Edgecombe. They're grooming him enough to where you have Grimes.
Paul George should be playing 30 minutes in the playoffs.
He could play 28 to 30. Yeah, that's good for him. 28 to 30. But even in you have pieces behind. That are showing to me like they can be counted on.
I think on talent, I'm with you. I have a hard time believing that.
Well, when you look at the East, to me, is
7-game series.
If it's a really strong East, I would say no. But the East, again, it's so open.
That's fair.
Like Cleveland, like if they match up Cleveland, Orlando, or
there's no reason in
Miami. They could beat those teams.
Yeah.
Second round might be a little tougher if they end up playing like a Boston, or
I think they could beat Boston. Why the fuck
that's what I'm saying.
A Tatumless Boston?
With Joel?
Yeah.
So
I agree.
So that's a little tougher for them because they play a good offense style play.
So who do you think are right now today? Because the East has just been so.
They even got the Knicks. Like, they beat the Knicks more times than none in this season.
Yeah.
But I don't think they would beat them in the playoffs right now. It's a possibility.
Yeah.
When Joel and Tyrese are playing the way they play, it's very 100%. Much possible. But
who are your East teams though that you think
give New York the edge?
Could do it.
New York, Detroit. And then Philly, I would say.
So Cleveland is out for you. You're out on Cleveland.
I'm out on Cleveland, man.
I can't quit these guys, but they have shown me, they've given me nothing to have hope in. I'm not going to lie.
Even I like Detroit because they're just so good. Here. But I feel like when it comes to the playoffs, again, it comes down to not just the players. It comes down to coaching.
Coaching, and they got to make a lot of shots.
They need the experience at the coaching staff level, which I don't know if they have yet,
gotcha.
to face a Joe Mazzulla or a Nick Nurse or Mike Brown. Like,
I feel like guys that have.
I think I could put Boston in there, like not as contenders, but they can be a team that can beat Detroit and get the Eastern Conference Finals. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, just another super cool, I think, story. Derrick Rose and his retirement, got his jersey retired, super well deserved. During his speech, he defended Coach Tibbs, who many people attribute his injuries to, which I think is silly. Like, the guy was like 23.
Yeah.
Tibbs. I know a lot of people don't like Tibbs because of that. But let me tell you, it's a reason why I say that. Because they look at Tibbs as the injury part. But I'm here to say that.
He knows, man. I mean, he was young, bro. He's supposed to be able to hoop. Like the Tibbs, again.
He was like 23.
You don't get MVP if you don't let your young go out there and go get it. You know what I'm saying? So Tibbs, unleashed that. He allowed him to play his style of play within that system, be the youngest MVP of all time. And those guys that hoop. He said even Taj, like, they've lasted a lot of years in the league, bro. Joe Kim.
The Luol Deng situation was a little, the like scaf infection or whatever.
They had a lot of guys that played a long time, and I think Tibbs was a good part of why they developed.
This idea that Tibbs got Derrick Rose injured is stupid to me. I understand people being like, yo, in the regular season, why are you playing a guy 46 minutes in the regular season? I tend to agree with that. Yeah. Same time, the idea that D Rose's career was cut short by Tibbs, I think, is utter nonsense and bullshit. It's just bad luck.
It's just how it happened. And
it's part of the game.
It happened more than once for him. Like he's had some injuries, and that just happens to some people's bodies.
Yeah.
Again, like people like to compare this, and I'm like, not everybody peaks the same.
Yeah.
Some people peak in high school, some people college, pros, and sometimes some people's bodies break down sooner than others. I was fortunate enough to let my body was good for me for a good amount of time. Don't think I was by any means better than
right,
for sure, or better than my my teammates in college. I was the last option for a reason. Like, they were better than me. My body just said Ty Lawson, Wayne Ellington, Tyler Hansbrough, even Ed Davis, like those guys.
They had injuries.
Yeah, and just timing and place and situation.
Damn, I forgot about Ed Davis.
I had
Ed
a lot
Davis
of Tyler Zeller. We had had little Larry Drew with me for a little bit. Like I had a lot of guys that I played with, even older. It said Raymond Felton and Sean May. Like, Sean May was a good talent, but his body didn't hold up.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, so for Marv and Ray to last longer than those other guys, like, nobody would have thought.
Brandon, what's his name? The big man.
Brandon Haywood?
No, not Haywood. Brendan
Wright.
Brendan Wright.
Yeah. Came out one and done, one of maybe 2 years. But we had B. Wright. He was athletic as hell.
Killer.
And I think it was just during a different time, because back then it was more of a back to the back. Like, he had to get stronger. He was thin.
Yeah.
But if he played in today's game,
he'd be a guy for sure.
Unbelievable.
He played with a lot more spacing now, for sure.
Yeah.
But yeah, shouts to D Rose. We talked about it. You were like, he was just a tough cover.
Like, top 5.
Just hard.
Top 5.
Just impossible to stay in front of this guy.
Bro, he was so fast. And I said he was small, but he wasn't that small. But it just seemed the way he was moving. It's like, damn, this little motherfucker.
Right.
But
he's so low to the ground.
6'3", low to the ground. Like, and then, again, explosive, jumping over the bigs. I'm like, what the fuck? What is that? You know what I'm saying? And then they had a good team. They had guys like Joe and Boo screening for him. He was just so athletic, bro. Yeah, he's definitely in the top tier. Like, point guards in his prime, he is definitely the top tier point guards.
Yeah, shouts to D Rose again. Before we move on, I know a lot of people would be like, again, they'll look at his numbers and his contributions or whatever. I'm like, bro, I've never talked to a single Bulls fan who would dispute D Rose's place within the franchise.
Yeah, anything.
Like,
he's done.
literally the only sustained success that has happened to the Bulls since the year 1999.
Yeah, since Jordan.
since the year 1998.
Yeah.
Was D Rose and them. Yeah. Luol Deng, Joakim Noah, Taj Gibson, like you said.
Yeah.
So this idea that, like, D Rose is that for the Bulls and their fans, and so well-deserved. All right, man, let's stand on some business right now, Danny, man. And it appears that the new TV rights deal has been a success early on for the new league partners. Charles Barkley called out ESPN for only having the inside guys on for 4 times in the first 3 months of the season. This after the show was on weekly for 35 years. What do you think about the inside situation?
I can't believe it was that long. I know
Chuck hasn't been doing it for 35 years.
but it's been
but inside the
Ernie's been
NBA,
fine. Again, how they put it, said I don't know if he called him out. I think he just said I would like to have worked more. Mm-hmm. I don't think he has an issue with it. Again,
I mean, they're paying the hell out of them.
Taking it, I wouldn't mind that job. I mean, I look up to
ESPN. Danny Green said he'll take the pay increase and the decreased workload tomorrow.
But I get it. I get where he's coming from. It's like, I want to be what I'm used to doing. Like, we like routine. That's just not from media side, but from player side, from what we've known. Yeah. That's why it was hard for me to sit around and wait for a phone call, like, to get picked up. I'm like, nah, I'm moving on with life, man. I need a routine. Yeah. So he's used to his routine. Again, I don't think he was complaining. I know they're going to get more on the back end. Mm-hmm. But, Chuck, Shaq, especially Kenny, I look up to those guys. I wish I could do what they do. They're unbelievable. And I'm sure we're going to see a lot more of them as NFL
as
season.
Long as they're part of the playoffs, I'm not really too mad.
As the NFL season starts to go, like, again, we're coming to Super Bowl time soon. Once that's over, it's all us now. Yeah. And it's going to be all of them. So, they had a dope show. It's going to continue to be a dope show. ESPN is doing it the right way. So I'm excited to see more of those guys. I'm sure they're excited to be on air more. But I wouldn't complain.
Yeah, it'd be tough for me to complain to get paid to do less. I don't know.
There's a lot of rumblings, people talking about, they're trying to phase them out.
No, I don't believe that. I don't understand why you would go through the trouble of hiring them.
Especially on that type of salary.
And the way that they hired them, they basically just said, everything y'all had set up with TNT,
just do it.
We're letting you guys produce the show, executive produce it exactly how you did it before. So I think ESPN values what they bring to the table.
They're doing it the right way, bro.
I just think in the regular season, in the morass of football and college football and all those things.
to maximize.
Yeah, so I get it.
They know what they're doing. There's a reason why they're a billion-dollar industry, bro. They know what they're doing.
Also, another thing that's come up with the new partnerships, the NBC situation with Michael Jordan, people feel like they misrepresented maybe perhaps what the partnership with the GOAT was. His contributions have been 6 parts sit-down interview that they probably did for 3 sit-downs in total.
They split it into 6 parts. It might have been 2 sit-downs or maybe one.
One sit-down that they split into 6 parts.
Yeah. Good for him, man.
I mean,
again, another guy I wish I could be like.
Trapped in the Closet, R. Kelly had 12 parts. The fact that they could only do 6 for this is crazy with the GOAT. Oh, that's nuts. I mean, and you know what? And I don't know. I don't love the sit down, ask general questions. Yeah. I want to hear Mike, like Chuck. I want to hear Mike talk about what's happening right now.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Instead
like the thing that happened. The thing that happened 3 days ago.
I want to see how he's analyzing the game today
in real time.
I'm with you on that. I value all of Mike's opinions, and whenever we get a chance to have him, because you don't see it much, especially in today's world.
I want to hear Mike on shit like Giannis getting, like, the Bucks getting booed and Giannis being like, boo, bitches.
Yeah.
I want to hear what Mike has to say about that. Like, what do you think? You're a superstar to carry the franchise.
I'm absolutely with you on that because that's more relevant to me.
So we were kind of robbed of that.
Yeah. Again, I don't know what the payout was. I'm sure it was a big one. I don't know if they got their money's worth.
I don't think he's hurting for bread.
But, I don't think he is either. But, again, I don't think he agrees to something unless it's like, all right, you want me to get off my couch? You better...
Yeah, and NBC is the legacy brand that, they worked hand in hand with him.
I'm with the people, man. I would like to see more of Mike and definitely more relevant stuff with Mike.
I want to see Mike talk about current events.
But then again, he'd have to be more involved, watch more of the games, be on a panel, which he's like, y'all ain't paying me enough.
He don't got enough.
I don't got enough pay for
He's
that.
Too much tequila and golf.
I'm a billionaire, bro.
Yeah.
If y'all got $1 billion,
he's really into his NASCAR thing.
Yeah.
He got a nice windfall from the sale of the team.
It's like Bron with his golf thing, right? Like, they just on a new
just
wave.
On some other shit.
Yep, new wave.
And the last thing, which,
Did he finesse NBC?
Did he finesse NBC? I don't think so. I think NBC is just proud to be. Because, again, that NBA on NBC, that music, that round ball rock music, we associate with Jordan. Yeah. That intro of Marv Albert being like, oh, a spectacular move. Like, we associate that with Mike.
He's the GOAT.
Yeah.
That's my guy. but he finessed them.
Okay, well,
he finessed the shit.
As a media guy, you can say
finessed the shit.
that. Danny's like, I know what my contracts look like and what it takes for me to fulfill them. And it wasn't no one sit-down six-parter. Just this last thing I do want to get into because fans, this is what I worry about the streaming
It's
era.
working, but yes, I think the subscriptions are too much.
It's so difficult.
But people are watching, man.
I mean, I'm doing this.
Yeah.
Like, I'm going to check my phone.
Yeah.
Like, I'm going to go to ESPN.com. And when I go to the scores, it literally tells me what network everything is on.
Yeah.
Oh, Peacock? All right, boom. I'm going right to Peacock. Right? Oh, it's on Amazon. As soon because I have an Amazon Fire Stick. So as soon as I turn on my Amazon, the sticker's right there and I'm ready to go. ESPN, whatever. But like if you're a fan, if you're somebody who's say 58, 60, and you want to watch the NBA and you don't got cable,
it's a pain in the ass.
Bro, what?
Yeah.
Danny, what?
That's
No, Dad, you got to go to Peacock.
Yo.
No, it's actually an app on the Samsung Smart TV. And you got to get out. Like,
for those kids out there looking for gifts for your parents and grandparents, give them an Apple TV. You know, that'll help them.
And then you be like,
Give
and
them
then your
some
dad would be like,
subscriptions.
wait, Amazon, you mean the delivery company? No, Dad, there's a.
Yeah. Give them all the apps on Apple TV.
There's an
Get
app
them
called Prime
subscriptions.
Video. Like, what? So I feel bad for the older fans that would like to be watching and keeping up with the games. It's just not as simple as pressing Channel 28, which is what ESPN was on my cable box growing up.
Yep.
You know,
36.
TNT was Channel 3, whatever. So I do think that's a little bit difficult for the guys. But hopefully, man, at some point the companies figure out how to streamline this thing and make it way easier for sports fans to be watching these games. All right, Danny, you know what? We haven't talked to you about this, and I'm very interested
College.
how you feel about this, which is the former pros getting eligibility in college basketball, specifically. Ex-Alabama player Charles Bediako, who has spent the past 2.5 years competing in the NBA Summer League and G League, had his college eligibility temporarily reinstated by a judge who blocked the NCAA from retaliating for his return to the 17th-ranked Alabama Crimson Tide. Another example was James Najee, who played at Baylor, who was the 31st pick in the 2023 draft and was cleared to return to college basketball in December. Najee played in the NBA Summer League and spent multiple years with FC Barcelona. In case you're watching and don't know, Barcelona is one of the best pro clubs
In your league.
in the world,
Yeah.
outside of the NBA.
Yeah.
Like, outside of NBA teams, this is in the top 5 or 6 best pro teams in the world, guys. Like, Jabari Parker playing over there. Like, motherfuckers that put work in, put pain in the NBA are playing for FC Barcelona.
Yeah, was it Mike James? Is that name?
I think Mike James was, or maybe he did Madrid.
He played a couple. He leads I think he's EuroLeague leading scorer.
Dude.
But I think he played there for sure. I'm more certain he did. But yeah, no, this is crazy.
What's
bro.
this clip you got here? Is this the Calipari clip?
I'm with him on that.
5 years to play for.
I'm with him on that. This is
If
it's
you
getting out of hand.
fucked up your leg somehow.
I was all for like guys getting their money. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because like they start with pros early over there, but the college game is supposed to be for It's a young man's game.
Yeah.
Young woman's game. Like
Yeah.
this is for young
people.
You know what I'm saying? Like high school should be able to have a chance to get recruited and go. You're now taking these jobs, these 18-year-old, 17, 18-year-old, 19-year-old kids who are trying to get a scholarship, let alone NIL, to go to school for free, and they should have the opportunity to do so. So, I used to side with the players regardless, but now I'm not a fan of this. They need to clean it up. They need to
I'm
stop
not a fan
so many
at all.
transfers every year.
I'm not
Kyle
a fan
Parry also
of
said,
it.
like, one transfer, unless your coach changes, then you can get a
I
second one.
completely agree with that.
So
your coach gets fired, your coach leaves, then the players should have an opportunity to
I'm
do
with
the
Cal
same.
on this one, man.
But you not getting tick in the first 12 games, and now you're jumping ship to a new school mid-year?
Figure it out, man.
And again, I think the thing that Calipari said, and my guy Bomani has brought this up too, I think the biggest mistake that these guys make of jumping around and chasing that dollar is not building roots in any one college town with the alumni base and the fan base, so that you can always go back and be trusted to get a job, go do car dealership commercials, go do X, Y, and Z. If you're just some mercenary that plays for 3 schools in 4 years, nobody gives a shit about you, bro. How many guys it ends up being that what they did at their college ends up being the biggest thing they ever did? Yeah, they didn't go pro or whatever, but these guys are legends.
And they could always go back and do media there, do some commercial, live there, and live a good life in that respective town or city. So, yeah, man.
Like, think about a guy like Ed Cota, who didn't have a crazy NBA career. He's a Carolina legend.
Yeah, bro.
He's a legend in North Carolina. You know?
You should be able to go back. Guys like that should be able to go back and find a home.
Period.
And that's like
you need a family.
Job for your family.
Yeah. You need a family, a community that's affiliated with the program that can help you. Like, I get it. $350K is nothing to sneeze at. $500K is nothing to sneeze at.
But these schools that you're going to are committing money to you too. So you're just not happy with the money they're giving you.
It's crazy.
Nah, bro.
I'm not into it, bro.
I'll say 2 transfers at most. Like, you can't get no more than that.
And look, I know the education thing has become a back burner, but like, bro, you're not graduating. Crisscrossing 4 schools in 3 schools in 4 years, Danny.
You're not getting enough.
You're not getting a degree.
Yeah, you're not getting enough credits.
It's not happening. So, you know, I just like to see them switch that up.
I'm now that I have kids, it's probably before kids, but I'm more biased toward the youth. Like,
yeah,
you know, even before them, said I wanted to see high school kids be able to have a chance to go to college and play. And not looked at as like, oh, they're a disadvantage. You recruit these kids.
Another thing, and I hate to sound like a get off my lawn old head, but like, I think there's something to sticking to something, sticking it out,
absolutely,
earning your keep,
builds character, man.
Grit, determined. Like, what the fuck?
When you move so much, bro, transfer so. I feel like you're building a quitting mentality.
Period, bro.
Just pack and run anytime shit gets hard, like. Bro, nah, that ain't it. You gonna when it comes down to actually facing some adversity, when you get to the pro level, now they allowing the pros to run, go back to school. Nah, bro.
And again, I want everybody to get paid, but they're again in the pros.
You can still get paid doing a regular job too. Like if it ain't working for you, go get a job.
100%. What I'm saying is, even in the pros, there's rules, there's a structure.
Yeah.
There's not this chaos of crisscrossing and doing all this crazy shit.
They can go play overseas. Like, I know guys want to live in college, like Van Wilder type shit. Like, but it's okay to go get a job somewhere, like play sports somewhere else.
Yeah.
There's a lot of countries out there.
Yeah.
A lot of countries, and they're all starting to build basketball passionately.
And you can say this, Danny, because you have played overseas yourself.
I was in Slovenia, yeah. So it's gotten more and more passionate everywhere. Again, I'm supposed to do a trip in the Philippines in March.
Oh, shoot, wow.
You know what I'm saying? They do it over there. I know they're trying to build it up in Turkey. They're building it up in London and Paris. They're doing the games over there. You know, so they're building these cities up. Mexico City. You can find a nice Australia.
I know guys that played in Puerto Rico. I know guys that played all over the place, man.
There's a lot of good leagues out there, man, that you can hoop and still earn a check and, you know, live your dream.
Yeah.
And stop taking these college kids, these young kids.
Opportunities.
You know?
It's nuts.
Yeah.
Anyway, that's our show for today. Again, we want to wish the Truth a speedy recovery. Hopefully we'll be back. Brand spanking new next show. If you're watching this on YouTube, please make sure you subscribe to the page. Hit the like button on this video. Hit the notification bell so that you get an alert every time we drop a new episode. If you're listening to this in an audio version, whether that be on Spotify or Apple or Google or Amazon, leave us a review. Give us 5 stars. Share this thing. Really helps us with the algorithm. We'll see you guys next time. Peace out, y'all.
Peace.
This has been a Playmaker production.